year, but I don't think that he got.
Did anyone else get away?
Michael, sadly.
Yeah, another thing to consider too. He's getting pretty old, isn't he?
It doesn't matter. He did all of the fucking mocap work for Jason for this game. Alright, see some of that mocap work. He can still do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right there.
He loves it too much. He would die doing this. And with some of the shit that he's done for this, it's a possibility.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell, he fucking set himself on fire once for his fucking role.
I seen that. Yeah, he said he got one of them was an accident, wasn't it? Like he was doing a demonstration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, that dude.
That dude is Jason Voorhees.
Goddamn dog. This dude's checking all the houses, all the doors. You had better be lucky.
That's the Travis radio. Gonna call that shit in a moment. Alright, before this asshole comes over here and tries to steal my radio, I'm the one that's gonna call him motherfucker. My cabin. If I can find the damn, there it is.
Is anyone there? This is not a prank. We need your help. Jason is killing us. We need your help. Please, someone.
I feel his presence.
I'm just trying to give you a gift for Christmas, that's all.
Bullshit.
A humbug,
He doesn't
man.
seem like a gift-giving type. Maybe that's just me, though. I don't know. But
What time did you get home today?
oh, it was real early. Got out. Well, Mom actually got out really early. She actually left early, so she was able to pick me up really early. And 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, because, I mean, I didn't wake up until like 2 o'clock. Because Jose and I were up late last night. Fucking...
Damn.
We decided we were going to play, Final Fantasy 15. They added a multiplayer expansion to it like a month ago. And we hadn't tried it out or anything. So we were like, alright, we're going to try this out, we're going to play this.
Yeah.
He couldn't find his disc. It took him like 45 minutes to find his disc.
Wow.
Because he didn't put it back in his case.
Sounds like Jose.
So he's going like game by game, looking in all of the cases, trying to find this shit right. He ends up finding it in the Borderlands case. And I asked him, I was like, well, what was in the, I have a battery, by the way. Like, what was in the Final Fantasy 15 case? He goes, Borderlands? I was like, so wouldn't Borderlands be the first case you would check?
Oh boy, that is your friend there. That is your friend.
So then after all that, he, I saw I lost my train of thought. It's hard to do the same. Oh, motherfucker. I fucked up, man. I fucked up.
What did you do?
I walked directly into a trap.
Oh no. That's a bit of a fuck up there.
I hope I'm doing this right.
Sir, do you have the keys? Because I do not, but I put the battery on. Oh, hey Jason. How you doing, buddy? This is awkward. So after all that, he had to like re-download the game, and then that wasn't it. He didn't just stop at having to re-download it. He had to fucking reinstall it, and then there was like some problem reading the disc, and he kept thinking that this disc read error was a problem with the file. When it wasn't, it was just a problem that his disc was dirty because it doesn't put the shit back in its proper cases. Man, so we didn't get started until about 3
a.m.
Yeah.
What?
Mind you, he didn't get on until around 11:30, and then we played some Friday, and then we were gonna do it.
God. So that just completely trashed Friday right there.
Then, after everything's done, we didn't play very much of it because it was like 4:30 in the morning after we got through like the tutorial. Aaron, do you have keys?
No, I don't.
We need keys.
Yeah, I need keys.
I mean, whoever's in the car, they have the fucking keys and fuse.
Oh, well, he just dropped the fuse up there.
Oh, well,
like when they leave, and if they do have the keys, we'll be able to see it on the shore, right?
Yeah. Yep. Look at that by the boathouse.
Yeah, I knew it.
Of course. Do you have a pocket knife?
No, I don't.
Shit, because he put a trap in front of the car door.
Damn. Yeah, we might be fucked.
No, we're not.
Because I have
All we gotta do is get the keys, Aaron, that's all. I've got a pocket knife. And a gun.
Oh, I got a gun too. So good.
I hate it when people do that. Then again, I do that, so it's fair. I don't do that often. If I have time to drop shit, I'm gonna drop shit.
Damn, everybody going for that shit.
It's alright, I got the keys, son. Is Jason by you?
Not at the moment, no.
Should head over to the 2-seater with me.
Sure. Yeah, recharge here.
Why can't I? What the fuck is that bullshit?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't think I'm making it out. Hurry up, Aaron.
Yikes.
Because and it even used the pocket knife. Yeah, he's got me. This is bullshit, because I crouched down and I did the thing for, and I can't pick up my gun. What the fuck, man?
That's terrible. That's just terrible.
Fuck off. Whatever. Yeah, I crouched down and I hit the thing for using the trap, with using the pocket knife on the trap to get rid of it. And it instead, even though the circle filled up, and I was in the animation of doing it, I tripped the trap and went into it.
Wow. That's, yeah. I still need to fix her up in this game, I tell you that much. It's far from complete of bugs. Should have killed myself and came back this Jason. I mean, not Travis. Action at its finest. Oh my god! Give me $20. Give me $20. Anonymity. What the hell is this Jarvis doing right now?
Help me! Oh God!
Oh, you idiot! Yeah, he spawned instantly. I've never seen him like that before.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still alive, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Get my friend.
Well, he ain't anymore.
Mommy is proud of you, Jason. But it's time to come home now.
That's so happy.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, that was something. Yeah.
Notification. No, I'll check that on that. Alright. Oh, look at the ping, that's great.
The numbers are astronomical.
The phone. This one's phone. Hello, phone. So, Aaron. I was just reading on the Friday to 13th
I gotta get out of here. Now!
website. Right?
Yeah.
And I may have been wrong about the double chance to find Pamela tapes. I apologize. That doesn't start until the 23rd.
When did you read this? Just now?
Yeah.
The fuckery. The fuckery.
A streamer I was watching earlier was talking about it, and he made it seem like it had already started. So I thought that it did. I apologize.
Hello?
You
Hello?
should be.
Oh God,
I was
help
very
us!
excited about this.
Jason's real!
Opening your
Please
doors that
help us!
you
Jason's
really need to be
alive!
opening in.
Please help
I mean, you know, it starts Saturday, and
Yeah,
you get the
I work
weekend.
Saturday.
You work Saturday.
Yeah, I've been working all these weekends. So I can get that moolah.
Work Saturday.
9 to 4 or 10 to 4.
Yeah, I don't go back until like the week after Christmas. I pretty much don't go back to work at all until the week of PAX. And I go back for like 2 days, go to PAX, and then they have me scheduled to work the day after we get back.
Damn, really?
They could have easily put somebody else on the schedule for that day. They're like, nah, you can work it. Bastards.
Yeah, how about you? Oh, fuck off.
Not going so well with Jason? Yeah, that's right. I know you're Jason, even though you didn't say it, you son of a bitch.
No, what would I be? Jason.
Yeah. You son of a bitch. Oh, it's okay, because
Oh,
the game ended anyways.
this fucker right! This has
Connection
not
failed
been
both
my
or
day!
network failure received. Why hasn't it been your day, buddy? What's wrong? Tell Uncle Shadow what's wrong.
Work, man. It just sucks, man. It just sucks.
Yeah, but you got to leave early.
Yeah, it wasn't early enough. I wanted to leave the minute I got there.
Don't we all?
It's like that. It's like that Simpsons meme, you know. Grandpa comes in, puts his hat on, then
Just
down,
walks right out.
puts his hat on. All right, see you tomorrow. Oh, golly, Miss Mullet. Yeah. Probably the only one out of the group that still receives Game Informers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tells me about some games that I didn't know was out, so that's kind of good, I guess. And that my eyes lit up when it said PAX. I'm like, oh my god, that's where we're going. It only gives me a little bit of information. So. But still, yeah. PAX shout. I don't know how I beat him. Nope, not him either. Oh, actually, no, yeah, that's okay. Vroom, vroom. Oh, so this bitch comes in, right? And she says, "Oh, this this print job was supposed to be on 28-pound paper instead of 20-pound paper, or 24-pound paper." And I didn't realize she was one of those nuts that really, you know, can tell the difference between papers.
Right.
But I mean, keep in mind, I didn't do this job. It was Alexis, as a woman that done it last night. And I usually come in the morning and look over jobs to see if they're done properly. And it wasn't this one, unfortunately. So she came in and she said, "Okay, I need to pick up this job." And she looked it over and she's like, "Oh yeah, she could tell the difference." And so I told her, "You know what? I'm not even gonna charge you. You just take it as is." And I told her, 28-pound 11 by 17 paper is not what we carry in the first place. Alexis probably didn't know because we're renovating in the store, and some of our sources are not all together.
I gotta get out of here.
She didn't know.
Now.
Alexis is still new, and she's like, "Oh well, she really should have known. I really wish I would have gotten a call." And I was like, "Okay, well, there's really nothing I can do. I'm not gonna charge you for it because that's messed up."
Right. That is on you guys. So.
Yeah, that is on us. But I told her, she's new and whatnot. So obviously, she's not gonna get charged for it. So then, she leaves. Whatnot. I'm thinking that we have a good relationship. Okay, she was really cool. Not even like 20 minutes before I leave, she calls the store and say, I would like I picked up a job earlier, and I would like it to be on 28-pound 11 by 17 paper. And she called me. It's the same person, because usually she calls somebody else. It's gonna be yeah. And she said, "Oh, is this the same person I talked with?" And I was like, "Earlier?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was, ma'am. I told you that we don't have 28-pound 11 by 17." So she was like, well, can I? Is there another location that does? And I was like, yeah, possibly, but you'd probably have to call them and see, ahead of time. And then there was this long pause, and then I was like, or maybe I can call for you and see what kind of location.
I wouldn't have done that.
It was fucking, I know, but it was fucking weird, customer service and whatnot. I was like, I had to do something.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, and I was like, if you don't mind. And then she's like, oh no, I don't mind at all. She's like, yeah, of course you don't, because you haven't fucking do it. That's what I was saying in my head. But yeah, and then so she's like, well, you know what? I'll talk to the manager because I kind of want this done for free since it was an inconvenience for me. I'm like, what the fuck? She got some stuff free to begin with.
Right.
Because I undercharged her. Secondly, because I didn't charge her for the 20, and then, and I kind of discounted it for her too. She's gonna say that, and I was like, you know what? Give it up. So, because she was really cool at first, but then, that side,
some people, man.
I never see people.
So, this bitch at work the other day. By the other day, I mean yesterday. Tried to tell me that Kanye West was the best rap artist of all time.
That's pretty funny. I like that.
I was like, nah.
No, I'm hearing you.
And so it started this huge debate. And she was talking about how much she loves Kanye West, how great he is. I'm like, look, I ain't saying that he's bad or good. For the purposes of this argument, that's not what this argument started as. I'm saying that the motherfucker ain't the best rap artist of all time. Alright? You gotta take your love for Kanye out of the equation and just look at it. 98% of his songs are built around a sample of another song. Meaning that he can't even make half an album without relying on somebody else's work.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. And I think that's why because even Jay-Z does, not Jay. I'm not gonna put Jay-Z. No, that's who's out there right now? Kendrick Lamar even. He uses samples as well. I think that's why they're mostly commercially successful, is because it's something that you. Whoa! I mean, it's a sample that's.
Holy leg, Batman.
Yeah.
You getting that too? Damn, everybody's getting that. Look at that shit. Everybody's at like fucking 9 hours. Goddamn. Anyways, well, and like, all right. So what we did to settle this debate is we put 2 tip cups instead of the normal tip jar that we have out. We put 2 tip cups. One had written on it, vote for Kanye. One had written on it, vote for literally any other rapper.
Oh my god.
I think that's pretty fair.
Funny. I think that is pretty fair, yeah.
And literally any other rapper was winning. And this other guy came up. He's a customer.
Yeah.
And he did not like that very much.
What?
Because he felt Kanye was the best. He's like, man, I wrote a paper on this and everything. I was like, dude, we're in college. We all write papers that we bullshit. I'm sorry, that's not a, oh yeah, I'm an expert because I wrote a paper. I wrote a fucking paper about video games and its effect on crime. Doesn't mean I can tell you anything that I wrote on it.
Wow. So one of the Poindexters, huh?
And so he was sitting there and he was like, oh, come on, Aaron.
Yeah.
every other person that's over here, and you gotta come towards me.
Oh, you're the only person over here that I
There
seen.
was like 5 people right there.
That I've seen and I was close to.
Anyways, so we're talking about this, right?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, you know, look at his sampling. This dude tried to use the fact that Kanye West is so good at sampling that he can, you know, turn any song into his own. As a reason why Kanye was the best rap artist of all time. I was like, so you're telling me he's the best of all time because he doesn't do anything original?
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm sorry, that's not gonna work for me. I was like, look, man, I love Led Zeppelin, right? One of my favorite bands. I will not call them the greatest rock band of all time because, son of a bitch, because, you know, 75% of their songs are stolen from old obscure blues albums.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, oof. I'm surprised. I can't even fucking move. I don't like this.
Where are you?
I was out where the 4-seater was, but people can't move out there.
Yeah, there ain't nobody out there. One thing I don't understand is that someone came and picked up the fucking gas from it and ran away with it. What are you doing? I just hear like analog sticks and shit. Oh, come on.
Yeah, it kicked me out too. Man, I'm having no luck today.
2 pocket knives and another gun. And I was about to pick up that fuse and fucking put it in.
I believe you. I believe you.
God damn it, son.
I really think that I understand what they were trying to say when it comes to being the greatest. I think what they really mean is
the worst.
Most creative, most diverse, you know, something different than the greatest, like unmatched. Because when I hear greatest, I hear unmatched. Like this dude can be matched. Believe me, he can. Someone can take over. When I think greatest, I think, you know, someone who's who's changed the game, and people have changed the game already, and that's stuff in the past. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, man, I wrote a paper about this. Well, I'm an expert. Holy shit.
And then, later on that night, so I'm playing my normal work playlist, right? Caravan Palace comes on. First time Caravan Palace has come on the entire shift. Right? And this one of the dudes I'm working with is like, man, this song's already played like 3 times, and goes over, skip it. I'm like, no, fuck off. First off, I've been here longer than you. Alright?
Oh, wow.
This song is the first time it's come on. And you will not skip over Caravan Palace.
Oh.
Not cool, man. Alright, not your phone.
Cool.
You don't fucking touch it.
Yeah.
Then later on that night, an Alter Bridge song came on. And he didn't really care for it, so he skipped it. And I was like, whoa. We already been over this. Alright? Not your phone. Don't touch it. You got a problem with the music, say something to me.
Uh-huh.
maybe I will change it.
Probably
But,
not.
alright, I told you when we first started working together, this work
Mm.
playlist,
Mhm.
right? It's not a playlist that I put together myself.
Mhm.
It's a playlist where
It's
I put on some songs, and then everybody
uh-huh.
else that I worked with put on some songs. That way, there's an even distribution of the
Uh-huh.
music,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, you might hear something that you don't like, but then one of your songs is likely to come on because it's on shuffle. It's fair. It's the only way to distribute the music fairly.
It's a musical democracy. Yes.
Therefore, nobody gets skips.
Mm.
The only way we skip the song is if it's
As
already
if we
played
all.
multiple times, or if a
Oh,
customer
yeah.
complains about the music for some reason. That's it. No skips.
Mm. Mm.
And I made him hit back and go back to the Alter Bridge song.
Damn. This must be a new guy.
He is. I don't like him at all. God, this fucking guy. His name's Ted, right?
Yeah.
He's younger than me. He's got to be about 20.
Mm.
But the dude's already balding. And you can't tell until he takes his visor off.
Damn.
And then suddenly he looks like a middle-aged Jewish guy.
Damn. Well, damn, he's already blowing it.
I
20?
don't know.
Jeez.
But he never shuts up.
Oh, I
Like on
believe it.
Tuesdays, which are the shift that I normally have with him. I'm a unit manager, and then a half hour after I get there, a shift lead comes in. And
Mhm.
I'm training her to be a unit manager. And so we'll be sitting
Yeah.
there and we'll be talking about lead stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on in the unit, what we need to work on, getting things done wise, and what she needs to work on as far as becoming a unit manager. And we're going over that kind of stuff. And he just butts in.
Mm.
And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's not even-
listen, dude, I get it. You want attention. That's nice. I don't give a shit what's happening at NWQ. We don't work at NWQ. This is library. It's a different unit. We run it differently.
Mm. Yeah.
Alright? I don't care what your leads at NWQ are doing. You ain't a lead. You ain't a unit manager. This is not a conversation for you.
So he's like that, huh?
But he butts into everybody's conversation about everything. He never shuts up.
Mm. Sounds like my guy here at Prince Center in Osseo. God, I hate
And then he's like,
that.
he's like overly customer service.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
On
exactly.
every, like, we ask if people want whipped cream on 2 drinks. A hot chocolate, or this stupid ass thing called a snowman. Which is our monthly drink. It's really stupid. He asks if they want whipped cream on everything. And then whether or
Jesus.
not they say yes or no, he goes, well, you know, 'tis the season for whipped cream. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. Please
Oh
just shut
my
up.
God. He's that type. Huh?
And then
Wow.
I'm on break and I'm eating and I'm watching over at the unit. And anytime someone orders a snowman, instead of just writing out snowman, which takes about 2 seconds, he's sitting there meticulously drawing a snowman on the cup sleeve. And then he'll apologize to the next person in line saying, hey, I'm sorry, you know, drawing the snowman is very important. I'm like, no, it's not. Stop fucking drawing snowmen.
No,
Alright?
my God.
Someone orders the drink, you write it, you put it up on the bar so they can get it out right away. All you're doing is wasting time.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are college kids
Dang.
here at night, angry because they have to study for an exam. Nobody gives a shit about the drawn snowman. Stop!
That sounds like a real one.
I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I was really pissed when he walked in yesterday. Because
Mm.
Oh God,
normally,
what am I gonna do?
not normally, because that's not a normal shift. On the schedule, I was supposed to work with my friend Megan.
Uh-huh.
And that was going to be her last shift. She just graduated. And I know that she had given away a couple of her shifts. Didn't know she gave away that one.
Oh.
And suddenly this fucker walks in. And I'm just like, God damn it. And you know what I just noticed in this game?
Mm.
If you go into the bathroom, all of the toilets seats are flipped up.
Is that supposed to mean something?
I'm just saying, whether or not you're on the men's side or the female side, all of the toilet seats are flipped up.
Hmm. That's an interesting fact, eh? I put the battery in the two-seater, by the way, so if you guys ask, Keith.
By the way, start checking campsites more, because they actually dropped items at campsites. You can find guns and pocket knives there now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why after I shot you the last game, I immediately went to a campsite and got another.
May I just say, oh man, the fucking betrayal.
What happened?
What?
Do you know where Mario is right now?
Oh, I see
with
that
Sam,
shit.
I'm assuming, yeah, that's a normal thing.
Yeah.
Still though, that party was started after this one. He explicitly ignored y'all. That's fucking betrayal right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking Mario, man. It's fucking Mario. I'm not really too surprised. He better not pull this shit at PAX though. That's all.
I swear to God, if he pulls this shit at PAX, I'm slapping him for you.
I'm glad I got some backup there.
Aaron, where'd you put
I'm
that
not
battery?
taking this shit.
I'm not taking it.
Which car has the battery in it?
Oh,
Two-seater?
two-seater.
Which one's the two-seater?
The one over by the archery area.
Where are you at right now?
I'm going away from the archery now. I'm trying to find some.
I know.
Oh, the bathroom. In the bathroom.
Ah, shit.
What?
Well, Jason's near me, but I have gas, but I don't want to drop my gun.
Oh. Where are you at?
I'm at Camp Hillbrook.
Okay. I think I am. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay.
But Jason just killed somebody like right outside my shack. I fucking said he was over here. And now everybody's over here. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, Aaron's dead.
Yeah.
Did you have keys on you?
No, I didn't have anything.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, I don't understand why he usually comes in here and he brings Sam in here anyway, so what the fuck is that about?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but it's fucking betrayal.
Well,
Oh yeah, no, he just led Jason directly to me. Because Jason ignored him and went to the bed that I was hiding under. Which means Jason didn't know I was hiding under that bed.
Oh, they're working together.
That's cool. Yeah, because he just left him again, now he's picking up my stuff.
Alright, I call bullshit for this lobby.
And he just used the gun so that nobody else can use it.
You know, I'm tempted to get Friday, but I feel like as soon as I do, you're gonna stop playing.
I highly doubt that. Yeah,
I will not stop playing this game anytime soon.
Yeah.
Then again, I've also never seen Friday, so
I don't
that's also an issue.
I don't think you really need to know the movies. I didn't know the movies going into it. Fucking level 58.
Please, no!
But to each their own. I don't know how much it is. It should be pretty cheap still. I thought it was a sale.
Should have got it during Black Friday then.
Yeah.
I think they might have a... It might be cheaper around Christmas. I know it's definitely cheaper on Steam right now. Everything is cheaper on Steam around
Ooh,
Christmas.
PC games. Fun. I'm down. You wanna buy another copy of Friday?
If I could trust my PC to run it, sure.
Hey man.
Yes.
My
Is it the
PC,
police? We're the kids at
NVIDIA
Camp Crystal.
GTX 460.
We need you now. These killing us.
Let that sink in for a minute.
Killing everyone.
8460.
MacBook with a broken mousepad.
Oh. But still though, GTX 460. Do you know how bad that is?
No, I don't know computers.
Why won't you
You know,
fucking
that's
die?
actually really what I should have asked for Christmas. That's really what I should have asked for. Jesus Christ. So the number increases just with the newer versions. I don't know exactly the correlation. Probably has something to do with like how much processing power or whatever. Or maybe like how many processors are in parallel. That would actually make a lot of sense actually. To have it be like 460 processors in parallel, because that's essentially what a GPU is. Or to have like the current number they're on right now is like 1080. I think that's like a decent one.
I'm not a geek.
I'm, not either. It's just my major.
Oh, I can see that.
See, the main difference between a normal processor and a GPU is that whenever you're processing stuff, it's usually typically very linear. You do one calculation that leads to the next calculation, so on and so forth, right? So, there are very few processes you can parallelize, I guess would be the term. Anyway, very few things you can run in parallel with each other. Like, you can't do two operations at once if one requires the answer to the other, right? Well, that's why you only see up to like maybe 8 cores at most on a normal PC. But on a graphics processor, say like the brightness changes. You need to increase the brightness of every single pixel by a certain amount. That can all be done in parallel. So you have a shit ton of processors that can run the same operation at the same time, and that makes the graphics processing much faster.
Okay.
So that's why I was saying maybe a 460 has 460 processors in it, whereas a 1080 has 1080, or like 1080 processors. It just scaling makes sense, but don't know. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that.
Think about Friday. I love this game. Is that it's more fun the more people you have playing with you. Which is why you don't see me playing it like by myself very often. I'm usually with Jose or Aaron. And like the most fun I think we've ever had on here is when we had like me, Aaron, Jose, Brady, and Mario all on here.
The whole game.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, Aaron, that hurts.
That's why I said pretty much.
Well, I mean, the usual game. I mean, we want you to pitch in too.
Ouch, that hurts even more.
What do you mean? You're never really on.
Aaron is saying that he understands that you're at college and that you do choose to spend your college time wisely doing things like school, unlike me, where I spend most of my college time here.
What?
I say it?
What?
Mom needed us downstairs.
Oh no.
I'm part of that OG crew, Aaron. How could you just write me off like that?
I
I either escape or die. Thank you. $5 says Bugsy takes the car.
You like that, huh?
And he's gonna get away with it
That
too.
asshole? Please, no! Damn it, just die! Just die! It actually worked.
He's either gonna take the car or he's gonna fuck it over so nobody can take the car.
Piss me off. Where's the bag?
Some cookies.
Yep.
The struggle is real. I really just don't have the willpower right now to do any of the homework I should be doing. Which is kind of bad.
When does your semester end?
Oh no, it ended a little while back. It just, actually it ended 2 weeks ago, almost? A week and a half ago?
Right.
It's just the thing is that I've got a project that we're carrying over from one semester to the next. That, you know, need to finish. So, yeah.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna be away from my mic for a moment.
A transistor that's acting as a bit of 1 or 0 can flip 1 with 12 zeros following it times per second.
Holy shit. Good lord. Okay. Now I'm thinking it.
At least I think that's what it is. But that's also
good boy. Mommy
not
has a reward for you. Come home,
inaccurate, I guess you'd say. So, like, do you know how computers are generally structured?
Not entirely. What do you mean, like the brain, or?
Like the inside of a processor, like how it works.
Not entirely. Not entirely. No.
Okay, so in a processor, they do this thing called, it's not threading. What the hell am I thinking of here? Increases throughput. It's not tunneling. Ah, crap. Why the fuck can I not remember this? Oh my god.
It's not trying to boost anything, is it?
No. Let me think here. Fuck is the term for it?
Whew.
Christmas is in like 4 days, and I haven't wrapped a single present.
You know what? What is wrong with you?
I don't even have any wrapping paper.
Just put some fucking tinfoil over it. You'll be alright.
I think we got tinfoil actually. Like in freezer wrap.
Yeah.
Pipelining. Oh my dear god. I had to fucking look it up.
I had someone wrap
So
a present
Aaron,
for
anyway.
me in electric tape once.
Interesting. Pipelining, I've heard of that.
So essentially what you do is you have registers that store values, and there are certain bits to process it. Like, you go through and you can decode what a command actually says to do. Like, are you adding, are you subtracting? Once you're done with that, you store all the values in a register. And then you move on to the next step, where you actually pull the values out of the register, store those values in registers. Then the next step, you do the calculation or whatever, and you move on, so on and so forth. And they're like, maybe in a typical processor nowadays, there are probably about 13 pipelining steps, so 13 sets of registers. And
Can I ask one more question?
yeah.
Why aren't you working at Facebook, sir? That's a little weird that you know this much.
Wait, if I'm not working at where?
Facebook.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck
But I was gonna say that's
fucking that petty shit. This has nothing to do with that. But,
no. I
Anyway.
mean, fucking, it's crazy.
anyway, so Aaron, there are so many pipelining steps, right? Well, the speed that those run at is the clock speed. So you have the clock frequency, and every time there's, like, say, a rising edge. Sometimes you work off of a rising and falling edge, but that's mainly in older processors. You can't really scale that too well. So they typically work off of, say, just a rising edge of the clock. So whenever they see that rising edge, that's whenever the registers store their values, right?
Yeah, I understand.
And that can only run up to a few gigahertz currently, right?
Okay.
So where teraflops come in is in between those registers, where it's doing calculations and the transistors are changing states and whatnot.
Yeah.
A higher teraflop means you have a faster speed, which means you can decrease your clock cycle, or you could put more transistors into that one step. So you can have less pipelining steps, so therefore it'll take less clock cycles to get through the entire processor, for example, if you keep the clock frequency the same.
So less processing, right? Less of that action, right?
No, it's the same amount of processing, except that you can just do the processing quicker. Now, that inherently just says, okay, you can increase your clock frequency for the most part, because if you can increase the speed of a transistor all across a chip, then that means every step becomes faster, therefore you can build the thing appropriately. But sometimes that's not entirely the case. Like, you could probably scale one section of the processor that has a lot of transistors in it, so they will switch really fast compared to other bits. And then, say if that one bit you're switching really fast in was your limiting factor, you can then reduce the clock frequency and speed the thing up. Just because the transistors work faster. But
I don't understand any of this.
It's crazy. It's crazy. That's what I said. It's crazy. It's crazy.
this is what my college degree does, boy.
I see that. That's the only reason I asked that, because I know that was one of the differentiating factors of the.
You want to know the funny thing, though? All of that is computer engineering.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, I'm sure that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Guys, I'm electrical engineering. I work in analog circuit design. I couldn't be further from that, because that's all digital design. So that's not even my track. That's not even specifically what I'm majoring in. But I still know all of it anyway.
Well, don't you need to know that stuff or no?
Anything.
I mean, if I start doing mixed signal stuff, which is digital and analog circuits and the same chip, then yeah, it would be useful. But that specific stuff, no, not really, because I'm never going to be really dealing with the processor. Processors are all digital logic.
Hey,
If I start doing mixed signal, that's like, hey, we have this sensor, it's reading off some analog value.
Oh, come on. You kidding me right now?